Good morning, friends. It's Bob again, and we're talking about and investigating some of these dimensions from 2 Sundays ago of how joy is cultivated. And we talked about this idea of that joy comes in connection with others. Joy comes in connection with others. So when you connect deeply with others, joy is a byproduct of that. And I think you've probably, if you survey your life a little bit, you'll find that this has been the case for you all along, is that you have this kind of joy, and it's this sort of beauty. Sometimes it's hilarious, sometimes it's just really settled and content and satisfied, but it's joy. It's God's joy. It's not dependent on circumstances, but it does come with relationship. We talked about also this idea that there are 5 different kinds of levels of communication from John Powell's book, Why Am I Afraid to Tell You Who I Am? And that there's cliche communication. Hi, how are you? There is sharing ideas, reporting ideas and facts. There is our opinions about those facts. Thirdly, there is sharing your feelings. That is kind of a one-way street, but you're sharing your feelings. And then there's intimacy, where you share your feelings and that's reciprocated. The other person does as well. And we talked about this idea that rarely do people actually do this. We know from, most of us know from our past, that there have been times when we've been connected to each other that was other people that has just been incredible, just so enriching, so joyous, and yet we don't find that. We don't spend time doing that. We don't spend time cultivating that. So in our marriage relationships, typically we'll stay at cliche and the reporting of ideas and maybe judgments, and then we just stay there. We never really get down into feelings, and so we don't know each other. We don't know what God is saying. We don't know what God is doing because we're not sharing those things. And so I want to challenge you. I asked you in that Sunday, I asked you, the question, who is in your life that you can share deeply with? Who? And I want to ask you to come up with 1, 2, or 3. Actually, I'm hoping 3 people that you feel like that you could get together with, and you could let down your guard and share what's really going on with you. And I asked you then to contact, someone and get together with them and share what's going on in your heart. Hopefully they'll share back, but even if they don't, that you had this chance to start building a bridge and start to cultivate intimacy that actually is the forerunner of joy. I want to ask that you would do that, and that you would do that this week. We're at the beginning of a week, but I still want to ask you that you would do this. Again, this is a non-negotiable. This is community. This is family. This is joy. This is Jesus's joy. This is how it gets inside of you. So I want to ask you to do that. I'm double dog daring, triple, quadruple dog daring you to do this. I'm saying this because I love you. Thanks so much for joining me. God bless you.